Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. Today we're going to be looking at the Star Wars Black Series, the Mandalorian Deluxe, Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth, especially in this appearance, most notable from Season 2, Episode 1, The Marshal, where he's found to be using purchased, scavenged Mandalorian armor. Anybody who knows anything knows whose armor he's wearing. But without any further ado, we're going to look at the packaging. We're going to bust him out, take a look at him. Rewind. Scratch that. We're going to bust him out, look at his accessories, look at him, check his articulation, gear him up, and get him on the shelf. So, top of the package. We have an extended window area. Oh my god, why is it so big? What is with that extended window? Well, you know what? If I had my light on within easy reach and somebody hadn't pilfered my desk, I'd show you. But when light streams from the top, it gives it a very... Oh, look. Star Wars Black Series. Plastic. Star Wars The Mandalorian, Cobb Vanth. Don't choke, Hasbro. This side, the Black Series, extended window. This side, Cobb Vanth. The mural art. All the overlapping art that creates one big mural piece. And that's a big crate dragon. Down here on the underside, we've got a buttload of stupid script. And if that wasn't enough for you, more stupid script on the back. Number 18 of the Mandalorian line. Have a beautiful artist rendition on the back, along with a very brief blurb. So, without any further ado, we're just going to slip that in the slit, rub it around until we get a reaction. And that reaction better be, you guessed it, more stupid script. Pulling this out to the double layer plastic prison. And there he is in the plastic prison. Let's start getting some of the accessories out of here and checking them out as we do so. So he's got his long rifle. Simple sculpt, not a whole lot to it. A little bit of extra sculpt up here where the wraps are. Same with on the grip. That's the only extra paint you get on this one. But all in all, it's a nice looking piece. Let's take the two unique ones first, and then we'll move on to the easily recognized pieces. He's got a hand cannon, and I mean that legitimately. It's a big sumbitch. Sculpt is, it's nothing too ornate, but it's like a Wild West setting. You don't have to be ornate to get the job done. Shall we? Oh yes, I think we shall. If I could just figure out the easiest way to do it. So this is another example of a little bit of a hidden nod to the past on this jetpack. So first off, this does remove. This is a much smaller rocket than what we see with Boba. Obviously a replacement. We've got a somewhat traditional Return of the Jedi coloration to it, but with a lot of the paint missing out. That big silver stripe, I guess, is supposed to be the patch from where it was damaged by Luke. Or not Luke, Han. It's a nice looking sculpt. But here's the nod that I'm talking about. That little circle and line to the middle from when Boba, the original vintage one, was supposed to have a pull-down, spring-release launching missile that they ended up going in and taking out the spring and gluing the missile in place because choking hazard. But even to this day, you still got that slit down there. These are articulated front and back, but not really side to side. Nice looking little piece. This is awfully loose. Oh, you can't push it down further. Okay. I'm about to say it felt awfully loose. Next accessory. Hang on, Timothy. We're almost to you. If you do not know whose helmet this is, just go. Just go. Does seem a little... That's a little bit better. So this has the traditional style paint like before, like on the backpack, but with much more paint loss, chipping, wear marks. This thing has been through it a whole lot more. And this is why they charge deluxe prices on this, because of all the extra paint they needed to give it this look, apparently. Rangefinder is still articulated. Does have a different paint on the underside than on the top. Not a bad looking piece. Now for the main attraction. Ta-da! So here we have it. I'm not sure how I really feel about all this. Okay. So looking at face sculpt, at certain angles, I can kind of see Timothy Oliphant. Straight on, not nearly as much. And it might be all the shininess making it look awkward. Eyes are painted in well. The hair is sculpted nicely, very accurately. The beard is very accurate. Even the multiple layers of color, the grays and the whites, very accurate. But something about it just isn't Timothy Oliphant. See it a bit more from like this angle than you do face forward. You got this neckerchief here, and it's there to hide an awkward shaped neck and the chin when he's got the helmet on, I imagine. The armor on the torso. This is an overlay. A lot of silver showing through on this. Once again, the paint wear that they put on this, very nicely done. He's got his own shirt underneath with no paint details to it. So all these little studs are uncolored. Gauntlets. It still has the hoses. Still runs as it's supposed to. The look is once again worn and chipped. Has his own fingerless gloves. Looking pretty good. I'm loving the look of this guy. Okay, he's got a 2-belt system. But it's one attached belt over on this end. Has a hook here. Not exactly certain what for. Unless it's there to kind of help him anchor and hold the helmet. Perhaps. Hook the helmet on that side, put this hand underneath the helmet and kind of hold it up. Belt has a Western style holster to it. No paint apps to the belt. I take that back. Up here in the front at the buckles. Got the Marshall stripes. Got a tightened retention belt there. Pants, no paint apps. And scratch that. One little piece over here, which might even be a separate piece. Nope, it's painted. You can see the overspray there. One knee pad. Paint scraped. Boots look good, but like a dry brush or something would have really made them look awesome. So, not a terrible looking figure, but also not like super great. So what do you say we gear him up? Put that... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the articulation. Head is on a dumbbell. The neck is on a hinge. Is that a hinge? Nope, it's another dumbbell. So looking up, he looks up that far without the helmet. If you get his chin inside the neckerchief, he looks down that far. He will walk like an Egyptian. Got some great tilt and good rotation. Arm hinges up to 90 degrees. It will rotate, but this rubbery overlay has to be moved out the way. Single jointed elbow comes up to more than 90. Rotation at the elbow. Hands rotate. Horizontal hinge on the left hand. Looks like vertical hinge on the right. Good job. He's got a torso cut underneath the armor. Bends back that far. Forward that far, which is virtually nothing. Some tilt and rotation. Waist is fixed. Leg will kick out that far. Kick forward that far. Single jointed knee comes up to around 90. Rotation at the knee. Foot hinges back that far. Forward that far, front facing pin for rocker. Now let's finish gearing him up. Yeah, like I said, the neckerchief hides more of the neck because of how high it sits. The helmet sits from the shoulders. Hands are soft enough that you could pry them if you need to. I'm hoping I don't have to go that route. Nope. Went right in. Do be mindful of the cables back here on the back of the elbow, though. So there we have a geared up Cobb Vanth. But if you want to show that face sculpt, it's hard to get his hand up under there properly. But with the addition of that little hook, it does help to rest it on that hook. There you have him. I'm really not loving the face on this guy. I don't know why. In the package, he looked far more like the actor than he does on camera. So, in this case, I'm just going to go ahead and leave the helmet on him. So, what do you say we take a moment and get this guy up on the shelf, shall we? Okay, full shelf. You know what that means? Time to build a new shelf. So for now, he's going to hang out up here. Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.